Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Martin Szreter, 7th of January. Let's have a look what's happening to price of Bitcoin, Ethereum and the all cryptocurrency market. So from the timing perspective, nothing changes, we know, but for the short term, there is a dump. We see actually the sales history, especially sales orders, and that's what's happening in the price afterwards. So these whale orders, they are selling consequently. We have where to go really. If we zoom out the chart to the daily, we can go everywhere from this point, right? We can go to 86, 87 very easily and very fast. So, well, just need to stay in touch with this. Heat map is green. That's not a problem. On the monthly chart, however, if I compare, for example, Ethereum, this is where we are, and that's a very similar price action at the moment. You see, we had a candle, a green candle, red, and then the current one, which didn't close below the previous, and then the pump. So that's what can happen to ETH as well. If this happens, then we could go and retest 3,200 basically within the next days. And I think it looks like the price wants to do it. So stay, stay safe. Stay safe. Bitcoin 12-month candles looks like this, and since the beginning of the month we never saw the candle, the wick below this candle, which would give us the retest of minimum 90k. If it would be lower, then we would go for the lows from the beginning of the year, 86, 87,000 for example. It would be hard. If you longed it, you will get liquidated. You need to close your longs, wait and see what will happen next, but that's possible. So 86, 87 is easy. It can go definitely even lower to 70 something. So let's monitor it closely. 6 month candles looks very similar. We had top signals. If you look the past, we had this signal already before. Every time we got this signal, we had actually reversal bar. But according to the timing from the other end, we have a third candle which should be green. So that means that the indicators is just indicator. We also need to trick the algorithm, so that's still intact. I would more respect just the week and then continuation of the candle to up. 6 months candle is the same. When we compare Bitcoin to gold ETF, this is where we are. And this is what gold ETF did. If the situation will repeat, we will have very strong Q1 anyway. So let's just monitor it closely. In terms of the Bitcoin on monthly basis, we know that the RSI has still a lot of room for movements. You could see at least the next take profit at March. So the current dump is not really the dump. It's just the reconfirmation of the previous support to make sure we can go higher. Ethereum on the 12 and 6 month candles looks like this, looks crap, but I really think that we could actually have a bottom here, which was the 3,300. From this perspective, it would make sense. If situation could repeat, we already saw these cases when the candle never went below. So yeah, but it's just the trading, right? Everything can happen. In terms of the monthly candles, this is where we are, and this looks still very positive. If you look back again here, that's very similar chart, price action when we had the breakout, pullback, retest, and then follow-up action. We have a very similar situation. We have a breakout, pullback, another one, like here, and then the follow-up action. So this 3,200, it's still in the game. Ethereum to Bitcoin looks like this. It's crashed today, but it's the best moment according to the chart to go long actually right now for Ethereum if situation repeats. If we look into the historical performance, and the lower time frame, it looks quite shit. But what happened really today? Basically, everyone is back from the holidays. We have a trend line and we just touched it right now. 3,400 is a trend line for Ethereum. It was holding for a long time. today we have a Tuesday. It's really the first working day after the Christmas break. So Wall Street is back. They want to have a good entries, and no one worked, in the New Year and the Christmas break. So there can be a possibility. Sorry, that this is actually the local bottom, and just Wall Street to get filled. And now the price maybe still a little bit go lower, but will continue to grow. And that's what I'm expecting, but let's monitor it. Bitcoin dominance looks like this, and like usually we have 1, 2 and then break. The real break should, according to history, happen in February, March. This will be the biggest break because we still have like 1 or 2 weeks more of consolidation. If we repeat the past, we are, let's say here, we have 1, 2 and then bam, which would give us after the inauguration of Trump, which means end of January, beginning of Feb. Excluding top 10, they are going, so others versus Ethereum and Bitcoin, they are growing, getting strength, and they are really at the bottom still. So this is a good moment to position yourself in this direction. Others, how the chart looks like for excluding top 10 others, it looks like we have a decent pullback. We are preparing for this, so yeah, that chart can go definitely even lower than that. If we try to put some trend line here, we can still have a lower prices to 346 billions really. And I think that's what the market makers are trading. The price of Bitcoin Ethereum will go there, but it must go. We have also huge support at 320, which is also the equivalent price of Ethereum and Bitcoin. So that's how it looks like. XRP, ADA, Doge, everything looks fine really. Our season looks like it looks. We just dropping a little bit. So we were 49, 59, we are 53 right now. At the cycle's low, we are at the bottom. Rainbow and everything else, including the inflows, are showing actually very strong charts for Bitcoin. In terms of the liquidation heat map, we usually take both sides, upper and lower. So we just grabbed everything what was below us. Everything is grabbed. From this perspective, Bitcoin could go higher, but it doesn't mean we have to. Bitcoin trends in Google looks very well, like completely reset it. And Q1 Ethereum returns are back to 2%. They were 9% in the morning, they are 2% back. So Ethereum just dumped almost 10%. So everything what did was just erased in a single candle. However, even though Bitcoin stays as a biggest number one asset, heading for replace gold in the next 10 or 20 years. Percentage addresses in loss looks like we are still have time. When we compare 17 to 24, we have a very similar situation, still time to stay in this position until the full year. Yeah, so let me put myself on the left side, and again to confirm this period here in 2017 took full year when basically all addresses were in profit. And if we compare the current situation, it started in March 2024 when we had the all-time high. It means everyone is in profit. So exactly the same will finish by March this year. We have a full year, and this happened more than really once, which we have means still 3 months of a bull run if it happens before the bear market pullback comes again. Let me pull back on the screen. I am back again. So here is also the chart of value days destroyed. When we see the red signal, it's a local or a long-term top. We saw it many times, but it's less and less reliable, so market makers can push the price higher or lower, depends. This time it worked out as well. So in March 2024, we had very similar situation, and it worked well. We had a 6 or 7 months consolidation before we started these parameters. However, what I want to say is that in December, we had during the pump of crypto, we got the same signal. So even if the signal is local and we can still pump, usually in the past we had some pullbacks after these periods of orange candles bars as well. So that's what we may expect. It doesn't have to, but it may expect. to get. Yeah, and I think that was the last chart to be aware about. Let's see what's happening to price of Bitcoin on the 15-minute chart. Well, it's keep dumping. So yeah, it looks like it may want to go lower. But actually interesting how this signal was strong, and sell orders from Coinbase or spot 10 million of Bitcoin. Is it that much really? If seller is buying billions of Bitcoin, I don't know, but it worked well. So the whale orders, large trade orders worked well in this time, and we saw the sell even if we had a buy before. So the bears won this dump. Let's have a look how it looks on 30-minute chart, 1 hour chart. Basically, like now we erased everything since we are back to the 3rd of January. And the new year was here at the level of 93.94. Will we come back there? Maybe. It's definitely possible. Depends just what market makers want to do, right? As always. Okay, that will be everything for today. Thanks a lot for listening, and talk to you tomorrow.